trying to get in now. No, not yet. Let's go. Okay, it's always that little awkward 10-second bit that's delayed from when I see it. So hello, bear with me. So let me just get it up here. Okay, get that away. And make sure it's not booming through on any other thing. Here we go. So, all right, looks like we're good. And let's get back to Zoom, shall we? So I can address the lovely people that are waiting in there. Okay, all right. Hello, Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to 2021. This is what it looks like.
Exactly the same as 2020.
Yeah, who knew? But we've got smiles on our faces this time. All right, so how are we all doing? Project Public Customs with another episode of Total Talk Live. We are back, first episode of the year, first video on this channel of the year. Wanted to kind of bookend it, you know, well, the reverse bookend from finish to start. Weird. But yes, as you can see, we're joined by Pietro and the lovely, no, not Pietro, you're Tom.
I am Tom.
Oh, it's a great start, isn't it? No, we're waiting for Pietro. He's going to be about 10 minutes. Oh shit. So yeah, but yeah, how are you all doing? Thank you for being in the chat. Sorry about the delay. I had some Zoom issues, bloody updates. But yes, so we've got Adam Wang. Adam Rag, yes. All right, lads, how you doing, mate? Guess what, Mr. Rag? Oh, he's the man who sold me these. You're an absolute star. They're doing well, I promise you. Yeah, and I've been building the collection. Actually, I'll show a bit later on. I've been getting the rest of them, or the ones that I wanted to get. But yeah, so we're cracking on, waiting for the lovely Pietro to turn up. Hurry up, Pietro. But yeah, so catch up time, man. How you been? So how's 2021 treating you? And for you in the chat as well. Let me know how 2021's treating you. But yes, how you doing, mate?
Got a 2020 season 2, really, isn't it? Like this. Everything's snowed out here, and it's like -8, and it's just shit.
Yeah, zombies roaming the streets. There's marauders and plunderers everywhere. You got to protect yourselves. Yeah, no, it's the same. We're locked down harder than we ever were in 2020, and probably will be even more. Yeah. You know, the super UK strain that actually came from South Africa, but the world blames it on us anyway. But yes, the super strain of COVID is taking over the country, as if you were to read anything into the media. So yeah, we're just sitting down here looking at our toys and playing with them and buying a lot more.
Oh yeah.
You know, so at least even if this year ends up being the same as last year, we can see it coming, and we can, you know, you've got to adjust and adapt your hustle to fit the time you're in currently. And this time we're coming in guns blazing with smiles on our faces. Haha. So yeah, and the world of figures ain't stopped either, nor has it complaining, which is hilarious. But yeah, so this year's, there's already been a ton of news, which we can't wait to get into. Let's quickly have a look through the chat. Maverick 5 UK, hey fellas, hey. Hope you had an awesome Christmas and New Year. My 2020 is exactly like my 2020 so far. Actually, Christmas weren't too bad. It was obviously the best. You know, I hope you guys had a good Christmas and New Year too. It's the best that we could do and manage with the time that we are in. New Year, I stayed in. First New Year in about 7 years that I've actually stayed in. And yeah, it was obviously when you stick on the TV and watch all those cities have their fireworks and London doesn't pop up, even though there was a secret fireworks display. Thank you, Sadiq Khan. No one knew about. But yeah, but what would be the skyline of the other side of my street, if you saw my stories, lit up like World War III. That was crazy. Absolutely crazy. Firework. Who needs a London display when you've got it right across your road? So that was quite cool. And you weren't going to stop people from celebrating the end of 2020, that's for damn sure. But yeah, Christmas was cool. I was kindly gifted the first volume of the IDW comics, which is awesome. I blitzed through it, could not put it down, and currently trying to look for a good deal on volume 2 because these things ain't cheap.
Well, don't. I'm still trying to get hold of them, and it's just.
I know. I just saw how many volumes there were, and it's up to it's in the teens, and I'm like, shit, I'm going to need like the strongest shelf imaginable to hold them. You know,
I can't justify dropping that amount of cash on books.
No, I mean, like a special treat every once don't know what I mean. We say that, and yeah, we piss away a load of money on figures.
Yeah. But like with those, if I'd have started it from the beginning, I'd be all right because it's just like once every few months you pick it up.
Yeah.
But now it's just like trying to chase down like 14 volumes of it.
Yeah. Oh, I know. And it's kind of like I blitzed through that in a matter of 3 hours. I couldn't put it down. It took me like, just like half a day, and I was done with it. And it's like, shit. I just wanted more. I wanted to continue. I wish I had like 5 volumes at once. It's like a TV show. Like I mullered season 3 of Cobra Kai on New Year's Day. Just smashed it all out. Could not stop. And now I'm Cobra Kai-less until whenever they put season 4 out. And I want more.
Oh, dang. I'm still waiting for season 2 of The Witcher.
Yeah, I know. Henry Cavill's old injured, isn't he? So he's had to stop production on that.
I don't know if that's even going to come before probably the autumn at this rate.
Yeah, I know, mate. I know. And we've got to wait until 2022 before we even start making The Mandalorian season 3 because we're getting the Book of Boba Fett first. Spoilers.
Well, they're apparently starting to film that this year.
Yes, that will be in production this year.
So
yeah,
it's just I can't see him putting it out at the same time as.
No, it'll be. Even though out of the, you saw the content explosion on the wall behind Kathleen Kennedy with all the new shit, right? So out of that, about 3 or 4 are going to be like the main ones that run in parallel with the Mando. Obviously, Rangers of the New Republic, Ahsoka, Boba, and one other. Can't remember which one it was. Those will be like, which I kind of. There's a rumor, more of a like little bit inside as to. And it's starting to come out news-wise with like this news of Kevin Feige bringing out producing a movie, is that these splinter shows minus Obi-Wan and the Bad Batch and the Acolyte and the other stuff that's set in different time periods, those shows like Ahsoka, Mando, Boba and the other one, Rangers, are going to be like sort of a Marvel thing where they'll what's the word, crossover every now and then, run sort of their own thing, and the big bad of all of them, and when they'll come together at the end, like Marvel's Avengers, will be Thrawn. And that's kind of and I don't mind that. That format worked for Marvel, and with Favreau birthing the MCU, I kind of find that cool. So yeah, they sort of they do their own thing, do their own missions, hop on each other's shows every now and then all come together to face Thrawn. Thrawn will be the Thanos and the underlining, the overarching villain throughout all of it. So that's the rumor going around, and I'll be okay with that format.
Oh, well, I don't think it really worked on the TV shows though, with like Daredevil and Punisher and. No,
the Defenders was a bit lackluster, unfortunately. Apart from those last 2 episodes, they were fucking kick-ass. But yeah, they needed all shows to be awesome in order for Defenders to be awesome, and sadly that weren't the case because Iron Fist season 1 was awful. And only the second half or the first half of Luke Cage was actually any decent. And there is no way of predicting whether all these shows are going to be hits. I know Acolytes will be fucking terrible. That's straight off the bat. If bloody Leslie, whatever her face is, the former personal assistant for Harvey Weinstein is anything to do with it, because she's attached to showrun, that would be fucking terrible. Yeah, so Ahsoka. Definitely. Rangers.
It's too big to mess up, surely.
Yeah, no. I mean, she did. I loved her episode in Mando. I think Rosario Dawson killed it. And Cara Dune's probably going to move over to the Rangers of the New Republic now that she's a Ranger. And I think it might be talking about bringing Bill Burr's character into the fold in that show. I think there was word that. Have you seen all of Mando season 2, Tom?
Yeah.
Okay, and spoilers for anyone in the chat who hasn't, sorry. But yes, obviously we get Luke Skywalker sort of back kicking ass in the way we wanted to see him since fucking Return of the Jedi. Fuck you, Rian Johnson. And so I think he's going to be hopping around with Grogu in between, and then all of them come out and, avenge her up for Thrawn at the end, which would be, I don't know, we'll see how it plays out, but I can't wait for that Bubba show. Damn, that boy kicked ass. But yes, we have Pietro in the hizzy. Come on down, boy. There he is. There you are. Get your earphones in, player. Whilst you're doing that, I'll read some of the chat. Adam Rag, haha. Oh, very good. Makes me happy that you're loving them. No, not bad, thanks. It's better than lockdown one by a mile, but still difficult. I'm more worried about people's mental health, if I'm honest. I agree, it's just driving people nuts. But yeah, the way I'm getting around it is fine. If this is where we're living, and if, you know, luckily enough to still be employed, then adapt if we can, adapt to the times. And if not, start an OnlyFans. My advice to anyone. Adam Rag, I need volume 1. Yes, bloody good, mate, get on it. Loving season 3 of Cobra Kai. I'm taking my time on episode 5. Episode 5 is my favorite of season 3. It's phenomenal, absolutely love it. And let me know without spoilers, DM me what you think of the show so far. Maverick, I don't collect Black Series, but how much do you want an Ahsoka figure and that Mando episode? Yes, this is the reason why I started collecting Mango. I'm the same. I didn't want to do anything to do with the Black Series because it was too much of a rabbit hole to go down. That's why I was worried about getting into the cartoon line of Turtles. But I thought, okay, with so many different things going on in Star Wars, I might as well just focus on one and aim my collecting at that. At least there isn't too much of a costume change between seasons, so I don't need to get multiple figures of the same character. So I started a Mando collection, and because I knew we'll probably get Ahsoka, we'll probably get 2 versions of Boba Fett, we'll probably get Cobb Vanth in Boba Fett's armor as a figure, and a Luke for the end of it as well. And I just thought, yeah, I want those. So I started a Mando collection. It's going pretty well. I've got all the new ones pre-ordered, and I've got most of what's come out already. So yeah. How are we doing, Pietro? You all right?
Hello, guys. Everything okay? How are you?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate. Just catching up of how we've been at the start of the year. So yeah, we haven't even touched upon anything Turtles yet, but we're just getting some shite out the way.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, so far so good. How has the start of 2021 been for you, and how was your Christmas and New Year, mate?
Everything okay? Yeah, just regular. Starting of 2021. No, it's the same old. Still working.
Yeah,
everything fine. Yeah, just lockdown.
Yeah, lockdown. London is dead. There's not a soul on the street unless it's people that are essential and just some taxis here and there. And yeah, I haven't been stopped by the police yet, thank God. But yeah, they've closed the McDonald's that's by my station finally. That's now gone finally. So yeah, it's just it's a pain, but you know, I'm just grateful to be employed, and it's a shame that people are still going out of employment. So
yeah,
it will take its toll for sure. But yeah, so 2021's treating you all right, I guess. So, and the fam's all right.
Yeah, family okay, thanks God. Yeah. As you said, I'm glad I have a job. Everything.
Yeah,
it's okay. Yeah, we have just to be patient.
Yeah, mate, exactly. And I say before, OnlyFans. Get your hustle, adapt to the hustle. There is always ways of making money, even when the times are really shit, trust me. So, but yeah, mate. So to start with the year, we didn't know if much would appear in January, but a couple of little nuggets dropped. First, we had another FWOOSH interview with, I just had the guy's name on my head and I've forgotten it now. I'll have to go back. Yeah, the gentleman who runs the TMNT side of things at NECA was on an interview.
Trevor Zammit, or
that's it. Trevor Zammit was on with Veebs from the FWOOSH cast, and they got into it pretty good over there. But one thing I did want to dive into, because I think it's quite interesting, and I wouldn't mind discussing it with you chaps, is let me just share the old screeny ween for 2 seconds. Right, where's my share screen button? There we are. There's my share screen. And yeah, that's share. You're going to see a quick peek behind the screen. There's that. Okay, this. Now, let me know if you can see this.
I can see it, but I don't know what I'm looking at.
Pietro, you put this up in the group chat. This is an Instagram post from Judith Hogue.
Right.
Yeah,
I see it. Too small.
And it's quite interesting. If you hit onto Instagram now. You can go see her post. I have no idea what the image is attached to it. It's just a blurred image of her, I think, from the set. But basically, I'll read it out to you. So in 2021, in spite of the dreaded virus, endless shutdowns, social distancing, work stoppages, rallying and then running out of steam more than once, I'm getting back on the horse to pull all the pieces, to the artists, the stories, the fans, the images and the vision together to make the documentary about making of my action figure with NECA. Do I know exactly what I'm doing? Nope. Do I have a vision of a story for a generation of action figure collectors and lovers that I want to share? Yep. Can I do it alone? Nope. Will I need inspiration, help, resources I can't even fathom yet? Yep. And will you join me on this journey? I hope so, because I'm making it for you. So there's an update on what the hell was happening with her documentary series. Obviously, as we know, even though a lot of people still harken back to, well, we were in the beer bug when you announced it. It's like, yeah, but we didn't know how long this would run out for. You know, we're all hoping that this would be over in a few months' time and we'll get back to normal. Clearly, that's not the case even for this year. So this is an update on that very thing, and I'm glad she's speaking on it, because obviously it's something we'd all love to see, behind the scenes look and the journey of her action figure. Now, this part I find interesting. So it looks like she's just running into this head first. She's jumping into the deep end without any water wings on. So will she need help and resources? Possibly. Now, I'm not sure what she's asking of us. I'm guessing she's just hoping that we're still all on board. So what are your thoughts on this then, guys?
Before she was asking for Patreon, so maybe she's mentioned it.
Oh, so like a Kickstarter sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that happening. I can see that happening because they're all right now living on their well, I say fortunes, but you know, the cheddar that they've got from being in that industry, they're currently living on at the moment because they're not making any more right now. Hollywood's shut down. So yeah, I can understand her needing, you know, wanting to do a Kickstarter to get this done, the funding, you know, paying editors, the time to get everyone to actually input and contribute to this documentary. I'm not sure how she's going to do it. I'm not sure what the restrictions are with travel right now with where she's based. But clearly I'm not sure she'll be allowed to actually get to the studio herself. So she might need someone who's already there to do some B-roll footage and some interviews for her, and then they'll send her the footage so she can edit it up. Or maybe just a bunch of Zoom calls or face chats. Who knows what will go into it? But I'm up. You know, if she wants to do a Kickstarter or a Patreon, then yeah, Kickstarter would be better. Patreon's obviously the once-a-month thing.
No, I wouldn't mind seeing a Kickstarter if it means that we're going to get something. Cause when she was on about it first, I was just expecting like, you know, behind-the-scenes YouTube videos. It sounds like she's obviously trying to do something a bit more.
Yeah. If she put like, because you know a lot of Kickstarters, especially in the comics, now a lot of comics industry, the independent comic creators are doing Kickstarters, and their projects are pretty much beating mainstream right now because mainstream's tanking like crazy in the comics part. But if she was to do like packages, like with the packages you'll get like this issue, that issue, and a little action figure. If she was to do something like, if you donated this much, not only would you get early access to the documentary, you'd also secure your action figure. If there was something like that worked out, all in. Or even if it was just to, if you could help put in, this is the goal, put in what you can. I know it's trying times, but this is the goal that we need to get this to happen. We would really appreciate it. I'd still throw in what I could. And so yeah, I'd be up for this. I'd be up for this.
Yeah, even if it's just like a certain amount and like your name's going to be on the credits at the end, you know, like in a thank you bit or something like that.
Yeah, as backers as well. Yeah, for sure. You know, because I want her to succeed in this. This will, you know, it's good. It's good for us as collectors. It's good for her as fans of her and as fans of her character, and it'll be a good look for NECA as well. So it's a win-win all round from what I see. You know, so yeah, I'll be up for doing this. If that's where she wants to go with it, or however she intends on doing it, we're just, you know, she's got our support for sure. And, you know, she's still active on her channel, and she's still interacting with fans, which is really, really cool. Which I didn't know how much involvement past her action figure itself she'll be in, but hell, keep riding this train, girl. So yeah, there we have it. Let us know in the chat what you think. Would you back, would you chime in and chip in if she started a Kickstarter to help get this documentary made? Just let us know what you'd do. Would love to hear. So, right, let me kill that, get back to our lovely faces. Oh, Tom's gone again. Where you gone? Why have I gone? Why is my camera stopped? Hold on 1 second. Right now, let's start video. I'll tell you, these Zoom things are fucking crazy at the moment. This new Zoom update. There I am, I'm back. This is the money maker. This is what you came here to see. I can't let you down. Oh dear. Oh, did you have a little nap? What's going on?
I don't know. I just stopped it and started it again.
Same thing happened here for some reason. Oh, it's fun. Technology, eh? Always rely on it. Okay, right. So let's get into some meat and potatoes of this FWOOSH interview. So yeah, I've linked the video in the description to go and have a watch, and in it you'll see timestamps of everything he talked about, and just the footnotes that we'll discuss here. In terms of movie news, there wasn't really much touched upon, sadly, in the movie front, other than they're still trying to get hold of the actor that plays Tatsu. He hasn't answered the phone yet, but we're all hoping that he will still. So that's the only update they can give us on anything movie-wise. The main meat and potatoes of the news came in the cartoon line, which was really interesting. He showed prototypes of the in-hand look at the 4 turtles in disguise, and it looks like they will be indeed adapting the format that they're doing for the quarter scale with interchangeable faces, which is great. So they're going to have different facial expressions, and you can switch them out just like you can. Which is really, really good. And thoughts on what you saw. Tom, did you get to see that part of the interview?
I didn't see that bit. To be honest, I haven't had a chance to watch it all yet. Okay. But so, I'm quite interested to see that. Yeah. Can you take the hats off? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. The hats and masks can come straight off. Yeah. And it's just basically it's a re-release of these again, which is great. And it's just they just dressed them up. So you can take the hat off, you can take the mask off, and the top bit, basically the same mechanism they're doing for the quarter scale with the removable faces, they're doing it for these new ones, which is great. It doesn't mean you're going to have to buy all 4 again, but you know, we're gonna have to. Thanks, NECA. But it's just good they're adopting it. So even if you haven't bought them, oh, Adam, do you want yours back? No, I'm joking. So even if you haven't bought them again, it's a good chance to get them. You can have them dressed up, dressed down, however you want. But the fun part is when they spoke about the turtle van. Yeah. Did you see that part, Tom?
I haven't really watched. I've watched about the first 20 minits of it, and to be honest, I found the geezer's voice so boring.
Yeah, I will give you that. The first
20 minutes in the will to live.
Yeah, the first 20 minutes. So they've got timestamps that you can literally just press and it will jump straight to that part of the interview, whatever they're talking about. So yeah, save yourself the first 20 minutes or so, because it's just them talking about how they are, a bit like what we've just done. But it's, yeah, I was like, oh God, get to it. Can we get to some news now? Can we get to some news? And I didn't want to fast forward in case I did miss anything. So, but yeah, the time you're not. So when it starts off, when they're talking about shit, you can just dive straight into that. But yeah, the turtle van looks like they have one in the, Pietro, what was it? They've either got one prototype ready or they're making a prototype right now.
Yeah, they're making a prototype. They say they don't have a prototype yet, but it's done. Yeah. They say it's done. So
yeah, they have a prototype sort of done. They're tweaking it. But it took them a while to figure out how they wanted to include everything to go with it. Yeah. Fun thing is, looks like we're getting everything that came with the van, including all the shit from the different episodes that were there one episode and weren't there the next.
Yeah, that's great.
Everything inside and outside the van. So it's just going to be a massive lump of plastic on 4 wheels with a shitload of accessories. So you can recreate any version of the van you wanted, whether it had the gun turrets on top, whether it had all this bullshit inside that wasn't there one episode, that's there the next, and this, that, and the other. You could, it's like a giant jigsaw puzzle, and you could have it however you want.
Sound and lights.
Yeah, sound and lights too. And if it's going to, I have no idea what kind of scale it is. I have no idea what kind of price it's going to be.
Yeah,
big and expensive.
But I just know one thing. And I can comfortably speak for myself and Pietro, and I think as well, Tom, is that yes, we're going to have to buy it.
It's one of those things where, like, I really want it, but I don't know where I put it. I don't know what I do with it. But
storage strategy later. We'll figure it out. I'm buying a ton of stuff now.
I'd get it and I'd open it and I'd mess around with it and then I'd put it back in the box and it would probably sit in the loft because I've got no room to display that thing.
Probably we'll have the intention of oh yes, I can't wait to have this display when I have the room, and that have the room part never comes, and it just sits there. And I'm still got that hope and dream that I can attain more room to display everything that I want. Even though it probably may never happen. This was in the collection.
I've still got my animated series Batmobile in the loft, but I can't. I mean, that thing's like 2 foot long. I can't put it anywhere.
That's the size of a child. Yeah, that thing's huge. But it's going to have to be what they didn't show anything on the interview in terms of what they're doing. They just spoke about it all. So I've got no images to bring up to show, but yeah, it's pretty much they were just talking about everything because the guy's an expert on the animated series, and so he'll pick things that were in one episode of the van that weren't in the others. The continuity errors are rife, but they're going to give you everything so you can have any version you want, which is crazy. So we're looking forward to that. Hopefully we may see something at Toy Fair, if not Toy Fair for sure, virtual Toy Fair, which they did speak about. Obviously Toy Fair is cancelled. Funnily enough, I've got an email from MCM London Comic Con saying they are going to be back this year in October, not May, but October. I was like, oh. Well, I praise your enthusiasm that we're going to be out of this by then, but yeah, fair enough. But so maybe we might see something from San Diego. They might actually have an event, but yeah.
I still think the May Toy Fair, I don't think it's going to happen.
In terms of them actually having an event?
Yeah, New York Toy Fair that's meant to be moved to May. I don't think.
Or is it moved to May now? Oh, they're thinking to actually have an event there rather than it be virtual.
It's changed it from. It's normally February, isn't it? So normally that's what we should be talking about now. The build up to Toy Fair. It's not bloody happening.
Yes, exactly. So
that's normally, if we were going to see the Turtle Van, that's where we would have seen it.
Yeah. I mean, they did speak on Toy Fair a little bit. Just all they said really was that it's going virtual and we'll have some things for it. And that was literally what they said about it, which is a shame. So yeah, hopefully we do get some things. But they, so looking forward to that Turtle Van. Let us know if you're going to pick this gigantic piece of plastic up. That's a must own, to be honest. Save up for it now. I can imagine it being like in over $100. I can't see it being any less than 100. But what they did show was some work on, and also, yes, we got a, which actually they double backed on themselves. Remember when they said that the checklist of shit that we wouldn't know was coming out would be in paper versions inside the figures, and we would only get an update till now version online. And then they went and put out the version with shit that we didn't know about online. So, and I haven't actually got a picture of, have I? A picture of that checklist up, but that checklist did include Ace the Duck, and what was the big one, the big metal one? I forget his name.
Chrome Dome. That was it. Chrome Dome. What I do have is if I can find it. Tell you what, I'm going to share the screen and we're going to go through some of the stuff that we shared because it's quite fun. Especially here. Before we get into Chrome Dome, I just wanted to go over some of this. This is going to be a bit of choppy show all round because, like usual, I didn't really prep for it. I did mentally, but that was as far as I went. Share. So we're going to go back onto some pictures so you can all see this. So before we get into some of the look of the animated stuff that we'll be getting, I wanted to show you, which I think Tom sent me, and he's just put something else in there as well, which looks to be some brief glimpses of, get out of the way, issue 2 of Last Ronin.
Yep.
There is more than one visual here. Let me just see if that's the right one.
Tom Waltz put up on his Twitter.
Yeah. And from what you mentioned, that's just a funky custom that we saw that we thought was it's interesting. Bit of a Frankenstein mashup of the old Playmates. But yeah, so Tom Waltz has been putting up these. I'm from issue 2, first of all.
and it looks to be some flashback scenes, which we think might dominate the next 3 issues. And yeah, it looks to be sort of a different artist, which I'm okay with. Like you say, Tom, they did the same thing in Hush with the flashbacks when he was a child. And yeah, so what are your guys' thoughts on this? I mean, Leo looks, that's a custom.
Love that image. Love that image.
Yeah, just raggedy trench coat. I can't even tell what's there. It's so mysterious. It looks like he's got some wraps around his ankles and feet. Blood on the floor. What's going to happen? What is going to happen? There's there's blood on his head. Blood on his head.
It's just it's a really powerful image.
Yeah,
probably just gonna not even be a splash panel. It's probably just gonna be a little bit in a corner somewhere. You know, it's.
Yeah.
That right there is a print-worthy image. That just says so much. And I love images that can do that. No words needed, just an image that tells its own story, but has a lot of questions that need answering as well.
I need this book to fucking release.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully we still get it in January. No idea when in January, but we got it pre-ordered. So
I think they changed it to the end of Feb.
Have they?
Yeah. I'm sure it's like February the 26th or something like that, I think.
Damn. If anyone can confirm that in the comments, let me know. I'm going to get back to the chat in a bit. But yeah, so I know I've got a computer in front of me, but I just want to keep it on this image for now. So yeah, this image is great. This one as well. I'm kind of digging. I'm not sure. Is that Donnie? That's Donnie.
Yeah.
I'm propping up Splinter and Mikey there. Can't really. I think Mikey's got some sort of sleeveless jacket going on. Donnie kind of looks like a hobo, which is interesting.
Yeah, he's got. Remember, I sent you the images a little while back from the original Mirage books when Leonardo's hunting in the woods.
Oh yeah.
And it kind of looks exactly like that.
Okay. Yeah, I'd forgotten about those actually. Okay, right. Yeah.
Splinter looks very much like the IDW modern look of Splinter there.
Yeah, for sure. To be honest, this Leo head kind of looks IDW as well. Well, I mean, it is IDW, but you know, from the current IDW run, kind of looks similar to that. And we've got another one here, which I believe is Raph taking out a foot soldier in the sewer. So yeah, just yeah. All we can say is bring this book on. Can't wait for it. So yeah, let us know. Let us know your thoughts on these images. What's this one here? Oh yeah, we're just checking out some dude selling knockoffs on one of the group chats. That's trying to pass them off as regulars. We talk a lot of stuff. But yeah, let me just scroll ahead. So here we go. Okay, so this is the images you actually dropped today. It's getting back onto the animated series. So it's obviously everyone's getting Krangs now in the US and showing them off. And here is a rundown of obviously everything it's got. And there's reviews on YouTube. We're still waiting for ours. We don't even have pre-orders for ours yet.
No.
Yeah. All these are low-res images, unfortunately, all these ones. But
yeah, they're not coming out as clear ones yet. So we've got to work with these low-res ones. So obviously there's another look at Krang and all the goodies that he comes with. And then what looks to be, from what these images show, is that Mondo, Gecko, and Muckman are going to be ultimate figures. They're not showing them as a 2-pack. But my memory of the cartoon is obviously it's been a long time. Who's this little guy?
He's called Kerma or something like that.
Okay.
He's from one episode. He's just really like a minor character. But it's cool that we got, this minor character just as a accessories.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like the idea.
Yeah. No, it's great that they include like little things like that just from one episode. It just adds to the fun, like, Baxter with the little fly shredder and stuff like that. These things like that, just really great fun.
Yeah, we won't get them otherwise. So it's great.
Yeah, this will be one that I mean, myself, I'm only sort of trying to stick to the core characters. I don't really want to branch out too much into like the other big villain, well, not big villains, but like Trag and Granitor and the Triceratons, mainly just sort of the main bad guys and the turtles, but I may have to get Mondo Gecko because I really did enjoy him as a kid in the show. Muckman, I don't have too much of a fondness of. I can't really remember him too well from the show, but he does look cool.
Yeah.
If you can
Slime
see him.
included.
Yeah, absolutely. And yes, this dude, Shablam, Chrome Dome. God damn, I remember him. There, he's a beast. I think he looks to be the same size as Krang, if I'm not the android body.
Bigger.
Yeah,
bigger.
so
Yeah.
doesn't look like they've reused like because normally they use like the Bebop and Rocksteady mold, wouldn't they, for the big ones? But
No, they showed it. It was much bigger, yeah.
Like little computer he comes with too. It's quite fun.
yeah,
The
I
funny
see
thing
that's
is
the
Did Baxter?
What?
Yeah, is that the same computer that comes with Baxter? Did you reckon? Did Baxter come with a computer?
He's got a computer. Although the monitor looks different, so I don't know.
Yeah, it looks
It's a cool
different.
prop anyway.
Oh, for sure. Swords look mental. Swords look crazy. So yeah. So quite excited about these to come out. I'm not sure when. Obviously 2021, but taste of things to come, and they're not slowing down. But we do know that they. One thing they did touch upon in the interview is that they said that the frogs. Here we go. I forget the names already because I'm terrible with the animated show. But the frogs, these look wicked, but they're going to be in 2 separate 2-packs rather than one big 4-pack. And they're going to be released spaced apart. So we're going to get one set first, and then a few other figures will drop, and then we're going to get the other 2 to complete the run. They've tried not to exhaust any buzz from it. So yeah, I do like we get this mask as disguise. But yeah, these come with some wicked props too.
My only disappointment is all the heads are the same.
Yeah,
like
as you can see,
I like the fact they got interchangeable heads, but all 4 frogs have got the same heads.
Yeah,
Mm.
at least
I'd like
there is a swappable head.
Have all the same on one head and then different expressions on the other ones.
I'm not sure if the other 2 have different faces, like another 2 different with obviously pairs, but obviously different skin shades. Won't be able to interchange all of them.
No.
But yeah, I agree. They should have mixed up the expressions a little bit. Like they shouldn't have.
They're exactly the same figure. Like there is no difference in any of them, bar the color.
By the color, yeah. You know, so that give us these 2, and then give us another 2 different ones, and yeah. So I agree, 2 different face cuts, but they don't look the same. So it's going to look a bit samey on the shelf or in pictures, but you know, hopefully we can make it work. But yeah, other than that, accessory-wise, looks pretty good. I'm not sure if I will pick these up or not. I haven't decided yet. We shall see. So, so there we are. That's kind of what they touched upon in the interview. They didn't really go into much else other than what did they mention about the comic book side of things? They didn't give us anything on whether or not they'll be doing Last Ronin run, sadly.
Yeah.
Didn't even mention Last Ronin. But I think they've got a few more characters in a Mirage set they want to try and do.
Yeah.
And then possibly go into some arty stuff. They did say they want to continue. Yeah. I don't know if they'd said they were going to re-release. I think it was mentioned before that they were going to try and find a way to get the Mirage ones out again. Because obviously Playmates have brought out their version of the Mirage ones in that box set. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
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 But I'd like to see him do new ones, not re-release those old ones.
Mm.
I mean, they were good, but I'm not a massive fan of them.
Yeah. Probably going to be up to update some articulation, but to do, I don't know. They could. It is easy probably for them to just do a re-release, but
yeah,
we'll see how they go. I would pick up a set even if it was just that. Okay, let's have a look. See what the chat's saying. Right. Okay. Let me just quickly find where I are. I've lost where I am. Here we go. Yeah. Turtle Boy, hi Maverick. It's a conversation between Maverick and Turtle Boy. I'd back a Kickstarter like this if it means the documentary gets made. Imagine if it includes some kind of variant April figure and a higher tier. That would be cool. Really cool. The cartoon turtle news that came out of the FWOOSH video was insane. Yeah, I know. Don't know if I'm happy or sad that I didn't get into the cartoon line because that was going to hurt your wallet. Yeah, that's why we held off for a little bit. That's why we held off. Adam Rag, I think I'm fine not having them. I'd rather have the original vintage van for my old original turtles. The truth. All good, mate. All good. How much of a dream job would that be, working on in turtles and in line at NECA, watching cartoons and creating awesome figures? Yeah, he's got it. He's found that happy medium of taking what you love and making money out of it and have it not turn into work. You know, if you can do that, you can make money and do what you love, then you've done it. I heard that even the May Toy Fair was cancelled now. I think it would be too soon to try and organise an actual event, still with the question mark over it. So I think it's going to be virtual one way or the other. Yeah, Ace the Duck, yes, get in. I know. I'm going to try and find that image of the...
I sent the Ace one through to you.
Oh, did you? Okay. Let's have a look. Let me just quickly have a look. I'll get through some of the chat. And the Chrome Dome was huge. I wonder if they're going to go with the VAC metal route or be super shiny. Not sure. Maybe cel-shaded. The Leo pig looks awesome. No words needed to understand how he's feeding that image. Absolutely. James Badgers. Hey, guys. Hello. How you doing, Boggs? You all right, mate? A friend of mine's jumped in. And bless you for doing so. Yeah, so let me quickly just dive in to that part and just skip through. Let's go to here. Go to talk. And internet is slower than shit. Whilst I'm on the hunt for this image, what have you guys been picking up recently so far in the year?
I've got the that's the only thing I've picked up so far.
What was that? Sorry, mate. I just
the Miles Morales, the Mayfex one.
Oh yeah. How is that?
Small.
Yeah, I saw the tech tracker video. Like in comparison with the NECA one, it's so small.
It's tiny.
Yeah, it did. I mean, people seem to be a little bit disappointed with it, to be honest. With the soft goods side.
Yeah, it's all right. It's not fantastic.
How much is it?
80, I think.
Oh.
So they're not cheap.
No.
Yeah.
I'm debating whether to keep it or not. I'm waiting for Parker to come out.
Yeah.
So I can see what they're like together.
Yeah.
And that'll either make me want to keep them or get rid of them.
Yeah. Would you go for the Marvel Legend version if you wanted to set yourself, or would you wait for
the Sentinel
version? No, fair enough. Yeah. It's a shame.
I don't like Legend, but I'm not a massive fan of them.
No. I say it's pick and mix. It's pick and choose with Legends. You know, if there's something I really, really want character-wise, I'll grab him. But that would be it. I'm not into getting all full waves again. Not even if all of the wave is dynamite, including the builder figure. So yeah, it's hit and miss. So let me bring up this screen. Sure. And if we can see that, yes, this is thanks to Tom. This is Ace the Duck and a better look at Chrome Dome. Now I had this guy with the wings that had a massive. The Playmates version had a much bigger wingspan. But yeah, this cracked me up. I was always confused. I thought this had something to do with DuckTales as well. I know, as a kid, you just think everything crossed over if it looked similar.
He's basically Vernon with the same figure.
Yeah, exactly. The same style about, you know, just we can throw a duck in ours. But yeah, I think paint scheme on Chrome Dome will probably be like the cell shaded to make it look, give you the illusion of it being shiny in animated form. So white, grey.
Like is there like the off white with the grey?
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get back metal or anything, but that was more never really like that in the cartoon anyway.
No.
Yeah.
No, it weren't like the Playmates version of Metalhead. But yeah, here we go. Ace the Duck, ladies and gentlemen. Can't wait to see what Zelu does with this one.
Yeah.
So, right, there we are. So yeah, what about yourself, Pietro? Did you finally, what did you get in? Have you got anything coming?
I've just tracked and Granitor coming.
Oh yeah?
It's shipped. So maybe Monday or Tuesday.
Ah, okay, nice.
So
nice.
yeah, finally. I don't know how many months already since the
Okay.
release in USA. I don't know.
Yeah.
4 months, I think.
I know. Well, I'm sitting here still waiting for Toka and Raza. So
yeah.
It's fine. still not had any notice yet. Still not any notice.
Nick from Toys R Us messaged me last week saying, "Oh, do you want to set the Dragon Granitor ones?" I was like, "No, I can't do it."
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. At least the the people who run these online stores are hitting you up saying, "Do you want this? Do you want this?"
It's like crack dealer. It's like, come on, you want to taste.
Yeah.
No, I can't do it. Too much other stuff coming at the minute.
There is. I mean, besides obviously waiting for Token Raza, I've had a shitload of stuff coming. I had to put a bunch of stuff up for sale today just because I had doubles of stuff that I'd forgotten. Again, the curse of pre-ordering, forgetting you pre-ordered, forgetting where you pre-ordered, buying it again, and then it both comes in at the same time. What did I get? Yeah, I end up just obviously more Mandalorian collection. I got the Predator 2 Ultimate Scout Trooper coming finally. I end up buying 2 of those, so I put one up for sale because I only need one. What else came in? Can't even remember now. Oh, yes. Say no more. Adam Rag, if you're still watching. FWOOSH. I got Casey and April 2-packs finally.
Yes,
they're looking good. Yeah, so they're going to go in the collection. I won't be playing the foot soldiers with them, no needs. Just not for now, not until I've got space, but I can get Casey and April out. So yeah, looking forward to cracking those bad boys open. And yeah, just some other bits and pieces really. One thing I did get in, which I'm really excited for, and I will be doing a sort of more of a custom cave rather than highlighting and showcasing some third-party shit, a bit like a FWOOSH play day, but split that with a custom cave video because these third-party pieces helped make the custom that I'm making. I'm just yet to do them. But from, dropped one already. You may know him on the interwebs of Facebook and Instagram as Jack Mitchell, JCM Comics and Customs, Sam and D Winchester, Supernatural head sculpts, hand painted, and my bloody camera won't zoom in or focus when I bring them close, so I'm gonna have to do it here and just get out of the way. But yeah, these look fantastic. Really happy with them. I love Supernatural TV shows, one of my favorite TV shows so far, and can't wait to get these onto some custom bodies. Still determining on what bodies to use. I've got an idea for a body for him, and even though those who have seen people make their own Dean with these heads have gone for the Terminator Dark Fate Carl Terminator body, where he's wearing the brown leather jacket, because that's pretty much exactly what Dean Winchester wears. I'm just trying to source a good buck for Sam, because obviously he's taller, and trying to find a tall NECA figure is hard. So I may end up getting another Biff, because he's a really tall bastard, and kit bashing some clothes for him. Can't wait to get onto that. And one thing I know I've got going to be doing possibly next Sunday, depending if I'm working the week after or not, but I will be doing a custom live customizing video of repainting this guy. Now I know you've done yours, Tom, and lots of people have been doing them online, and I thought, well, I'm going to throw my hat into the ring now as well and give this guy a once over and see how he turns out. And I'll be doing that from start to finish on a custom live stream, so you can come and kick it with me as I repaint this guy. And then what I'll do off camera is I might tinker with some other bits, like, adding some stuff. I'll be giving him a new sheath and sword, maybe tinkering with some other bits, and then I'll throw it together in a video. But yeah, got some ideas of what I want to do with the Deathstroke from McFarlane. Really, really good buck to experiment and play with if you wanted to practice your painting. I love this. It's like a blank canvas almost, with all the different textures in there.
Yeah, it's a fun figure to repaint.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks fun. I can't wait to get stuck into him. You know, it's not the best figure in the world, but if you're just having him on the shelf and you want a decent representation of Deathstroke, this is badass. So yeah, looking forward to repainting him. Other than that, it's kind of all that came in for me. Again, just waiting on those token Razars, and yeah, so that is that. What else went down in the world of toy news and NECA and Turtles, if anything? Kind of trying to think. Apart from the interview and the Judith Ho thing, so far I think that's been it. I think they did touch upon Loot Crate again, and I'm looking forward to them starting up, showing us what they're going to be including in this year's Loot Crate program. In a movie, I'll probably sign up to do all of them just because I like the swag, as I said before. So I'm hoping they announce something like that, you know, the what's to come in January, especially for the movie, because I believe the movie crate will probably be first. I hope it is this time round. So yeah, so other than that, that's kind of all that went down in the interview. As I said, the link is in the description if you want to check it out yourself. But one thing we did want to do this year, or this video, should I say, which is again, brilliant idea from the mind of Tom, is to do a top 5 figures, TMNT figures from 2020. Okay, because a lot came out, a lot in the cartoon line and a few bits and pieces from the movie line. So we kind of just wanted to throw out our tops, top 5 from last year. Everyone's doing top 5 videos of throughout the year, and you know, we didn't buy everything. We only bought what we liked, so can't compare everything. But we did buy a lot of Turtles. So yeah, guys, do you have your top 5 lists prepared? Me neither. Going off the dome.
No, I'm gonna go on the. I was gonna, and then I thought I'm just gonna think about all the ones I've got, and just come out with it, because I think I'll get a more honest list.
No, fair enough. I agree. I was only going to stick to ones that came out last year, and I probably will for me. To stick to what came out last year, and let us know in the chat, guys. Let us know what your top 5 total figures, if you bought enough to accumulate a top 5. We pretty much can guarantee everyone's number 1 for who has them, but it'll be interesting. So I'm going to go. Let's start with Pietro. Pietro, just top of your head, what would you think is your top 5 ranking, starting from 5 to 1?
Let me open the list. There we go. So I have to remember which one come out.
I know. I had to have a think about it as well. I was staring at that for ages. Like,
so number 5 could be Leatherhead.
Okay, Leatherhead. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, what makes Leatherhead actually enter into your top 5?
I really like it. I wasn't like excited about him, but once I got the figure, I really liked it. It's quite big and it's I enjoy it. So I think this is number 5.
Fair play.
Then probably I would say Casey Jones.
Movie or cartoon?
We're doing cartoon only and then movie.
Oh no, you can throw them all in, mate. Throw them all in.
Right. No. Casey movie.
Movie is number 4. Okay.
Yes. Then I would say is Token Raza like 1 or 2 figures?
It's 2 packs. You might as well throw them both. Actually, do you have an opinion of which out of the 2 is a better figure? That'll be interesting.
I think
because you can do that.
Toka is a better figure, but because the design is better already in the movie.
Yeah.
So, you know, all the spikes and stuff. I wish he had more like an armor, but he doesn't have anything. He's just naked.
Yeah, he's a naked boy.
He's
flashing it all on the street.
So this is the only thing but it was like this in the movie. So, but it's a better figure.
Okay.
But I really like Raza actually. Maybe I like Raza more, but Toka is a better figure. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Debate in the chat. If you've got the Toka and Raza, which out of the 2 is your favorite figure? Or what do you think out of the 2 is a better made? Like, you know, what does more? What offers more? I have no idea. I don't have them in hand yet. But let us know. Or if you just can't decide and you want to put them together, that's fine as well. But if you do want to split them up, where on the ladder would you put them? Okay, so you got, let's do a rundown quick. So you got Leatherhead, Casey Jones.
Yes.
What was your number 3?
Number 3, I haven't decided yet. Metalhead.
Metalhead, yeah?
Yeah, I really like it. Yeah, he's a cool figure.
Yeah,
I
he's in
like
mine as
all
well.
this, you know, the
Oh, it was a great figure, mate.
yeah, the mouth and the chest plate and everything is, I really like it, and the packaging as well.
Yeah.
Then number two, yeah, Super
Yeah.
Shredder.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Super Shredder. I don't think I need to explain why.
It's super. You know, it's so damn super. Yeah.
And then number 1, yeah, Tokan Raza.
Okay, right. So you're combining the two, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely, yeah. If I had
Who saw that
Splinter at
coming?
this point, maybe Splinter or Krang, but
I was going to say, you can have some honourable mentions if you like.
yeah, it's all right like this. I stick with it.
Yeah, I'm going to go by just what I've got, not what I'm waiting for. Tom, what about you?
It's kind of weird for me because I think I picked everything up last year. So I probably put the movie Casey at 5.
Yeah.
But the whole 2-pack, because I really like the wrap as well.
Yeah,
I wasn't
I do.
expecting to. I just thought that was going to be just part of it, but it was a really good figure on its own.
Yeah, combine the two, mate. If you fancy it as as a whole, as a 2-pack, it was a great offering. And
I think that was good. I like a 2-pack where it doesn't feel like you're just getting something crammed in there.
No.
And even though it was just something crammed in there, it was just a re-release with a new coat, but it worked really well.
Yeah.
And it's essential. If you're collecting the movie figs, that's an essential one to have.
For sure. That's absolutely, that's a pinnacle costume change that's worthy of having its own action figure.
Number 4, I would think probably Slash, the cartoon. Slash.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because he's again, it's a really cool design.
Yeah.
Even though it's the same as the Turtles, it's exactly the same body. Yeah. It's got a new shell, the new head. It just makes it feel bigger.
Yeah.
And chunkier. So I think that's a really.
I didn't know it was a re-release of the same body. I reworked of the same body. I thought it was a completely new design.
No, it's just the same body, new shell, new bits here and there, and it just works. But I say the design works. The figure doesn't work. The figure's fucking shit, really. For you can't move it. Everything's stuck. But,
oh, really? Does the sculpt hinder articulation quite a bit?
Well, I think more the glue that they've got in the joints hinders the articulation.
Yeah,
you're having trouble.
At the minute, he's just on the shelf. How he came out the pack. I think I turned his head just to give him a little bit of a cocky look.
I put it in the water. Yeah, his arms.
Yeah, but he's a good figure. Oh, number 3 is tricky now. I'm kind of.
That's terrible.
I'm torn because there's about 5 that I want to put in the top 3.
Oh, what would you?
3, I'm going to go Super Shredder, number 3.
Yeah,
because it's a good figure, really. There's not much else you can say about it for what you're paying.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a fucking bit of plastic. Number 2, I'm going to go the cartoon Casey Jones.
Oh yeah,
because I love that look.
It's good. Yeah,
it just looks really cool.
It's iconic and classic, you know.
Did you? I don't know if you saw it on the NECA groups earlier that someone's done a toy photography of it and Baby Shredder.
No, I missed that.
As the Mando and Baby Yoda. It's really clever.
That's brilliant.
And then number 1 is the Metalhead.
Oh, okay.
I love that thing. I've said it to you since I bought it off you.
Yeah.
And then you had to rebuy it.
Yeah, because you convinced me to get into them again. And I was like, going to be, I'll be fine. No, I've got to buy it again. Yeah, no, from when I haven't opened that one out of the packet yet. It's still sitting in the packet because I just had no room to display it. But the one I sold you, which I did have in hand, great figure. And that is in my top 5 as well. Bit different to yours, my one. So yeah, I'll let's have a look, see if the chat are putting it in there. We do have a couple.
and then I'll go over mine. Let's have a look. Okay. Anyway, I think I'll pass on Ace, and I can't remember ever seeing Chrome Dome, to be honest. I got bored of waiting for Miles Morales, so lost interest in him, unfortunately. That's why I'm still trying to put my deposit onto the Black Store Boba. Black Series Boba Fett. That's on pre-order instead with CNC. Oh, nice. I'm looking just to get the movie Casey trench coat. Yes, yeah, get it, mate. Get it if you can. It's still available. It's an awesome set. Looking forward to Maverick 5UK. I really want a McFarlane Toys Red Hood. I believe he may be getting a single release rather than a 2-pack with Nightwing.
He is. In fact, I'm sure it's already shown up once in Forbidden Planet.
Oh, okay. There you go. There you go, mate. There you go. Dive on it. Adam Rag, I got the Gen 1 Insecticons recently, and Netflix Bumblebee. Really cool. They are, yeah, you love them. Netflix Bumblebee?
Yeah, it's
oh, War on Cybertron.
Earthrise.
That's right. Ah, gotcha. Nice. Maverick 5 UK, my top 5 would be Toka and Raza in every slot. That is fine. Absolutely fine. Because it probably will be for a lot of people.
Pietro bought so many, could actually have the top 5 as just them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're that good. Love them. If I had to choose who's better out of the two, I think Raza would win. They may just be down to the fact that I had the transforming Raza when I was a kid. So nostalgia, yeah, for sure. I can understand that. Plays a factor. But yes, so my top 5 will be from what I picked up this year. I'm going by this year now. Probably number 5 will be, for me, the animated Turtles. They are all the same, but they look awesome. Thank you again, Adam. Recent purchase. Yeah, I've got them all posted up really cool. So I'll see that. Hopefully my camera won't duck out. There you can. There's a quick look at the rest of that shelf. It's a bit mishmash. But yeah, so I love looking at that. So I've got a little bit of room in front of Tony Stark where I can put Casey in April. But yeah, so that I'd say I'm going to combine them as my number 5 slot. It was going to be Spirit of Splinter, but I decided to make that an honorable mention instead. So yeah, number 5 would be Animated Turtles. Number 4, probably going to go with Movie Casey. Really love Movie Casey. You know, the elbows are a little bit ugly, but in terms of look, they killed it. The fact that he's still got Elias's head underneath the mask was, you know, just a nice little discovery. Tons of weapons to play with, so loads of accessories. And it just beefed it up, having the trench coat Raph in the 2-pack with him. So overall, fantastic set. One of the most controversial sets of last year with how hard it was for people to get hold of them. But yeah, that goes in at number 4. Number 3, trying to remember my list now. I had my list in my head and I've forgotten it. Number 3 would be Metalhead for me. Beautiful figure, loved it. I had plans for a custom, different kind of version of it, but the plans didn't really work out because, again, when you think something's going to work, you need it all in hand to see if it will. Unfortunately, this one wouldn't. And I decided, you know what, it's a bit of an ambitious project. I need more time to think about it. Hence why I sold it to Tom. And I had no intention of getting into the cartoon line at that point. But when I did have it in hand, it was great. You know, for the same points that Pietro mentioned, the mouth opening, the little lever on the back, the chest opening, all the different attachments, the Hoover attachment, you kidding me? It's fucking great. Absolutely great. And yeah, it moved really well for a big, beefy piece of plastic. Couldn't go wrong. So yeah, Metalhead as a solid number 3. 2 would be, I'm going to have to say Animated Shredder. Animated Shredder's really nice figure.
That is a solid.
Yeah, absolutely solid figure. If I can do this without knocking them all down. Yes, success. Beautiful. I really like the pose I've got him in. Fabric cape, yeah. Solid figure. Much prefer this over the video game versions, which was pretty much the same as Mirage, just with a different color scheme. But yeah, absolutely love this.
I think the big thing for that is the Shredder we've wanted since we were kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
Because the Playmates version didn't, that was all crouched down in some sort of I'm taking a shit position. So
because they said they originally, it was on the Toys That Made Us a bit when they said they were going to make him proper, but he had to fit in the package. They couldn't.
Yeah.
This is back in the day where the package was that, not like now where you get different sizes. Like that is the box size. He needs to fit in that. So all right, we'll just break his spine. Then he'll fit in.
Yeah, exactly. And they made him naked with a little tunic. Which I've just seen for their repaint on the, that Mirage set. Because I saw Pixel Dan's thumbnail.
Even worse.
Yeah, they used that and the same splinter as the Playmates, just regular, but they've just painted his torso red.
Yeah,
they still giving him the painted over eyebrows. It's quite funny. But yeah, this is the one we've wanted since we were a kid. This just fucking perfect. It just screams animated Shredder. Just
I hear every time I look at it, I hear Uncle Phil's voice.
When I hear Uncle Phil's voice, all I hear is Will Smith crying into his shoulders from that one episode that was the best piece of Will Smith acting ever.
Oh,
why do you want me? Come here. So it's a snowball effect, and then just Carlton just doing that. So this is my number 2, and for my number 1, for me at the current time, because I don't have them, I will default down to his super bad boy, Mr. Super Shredder for me. And it is a little bit special because obviously Pietro, you managed to secure him for me and surprise me with it when I came and visited, which was really, really great. And yeah, that figure, not the one I've bought and that's, that I pre-ordered and it's now in the loft, but that one is, it's got a bit more of a memory to it now. And it's just a fucking beast of a figure. It really is. We had a ton of fun playing with him when I was when we were shooting around yours. Can move solid. It can hurt you as well.
It's still in the same position that you.
Yes. Nice. We're going to move on to your current project in a minute, mate, because that looks really, really cool. But I'm glad that you still got him there. But yeah, Super Shredder's a solid. I mean, it's such a crazy batshit, crazy design. And, we've touched upon it. We've spoken on about, how our feelings towards the character himself. But it's just great. I love the fact that Kevin Nash commented on our pictures of it. And yeah, it's just solid. And we know as soon as I get Tucker and Raza, that'll take the cake, but I won't get them till 2021. So if we do a top 5 of 2021, they will fall into that. So yeah, we'll have to see if April's figure can top it. So, but yeah, that is my top 5, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, not bad. We did have a good selection this year. Definitely had a good selection. Honourable mentions though. Nothing really. I mean, don't get me wrong, people from Rocksteady are good, but obviously with the whole, are they fake or are they not? On whilst you're trying to hunt for them is a bit of a pain in the arse, trying to look out for those eyes, and it's a shame that part of the hunt for those two got affected with it. And I'm sure Krang as Android body, if we had that in hand, that would be in there at some point because that looks like a beast.
Yeah, that's going to be in my top 5 for the end of this year, without a doubt.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt, mate, no doubt. Let's have a look. Nothing more going on in chat. Right, so I think it's time. Pietro, are you up for sharing anything that you're currently working on right now, or you want to keep it low until you've done a bit more?
It's fine. You can share. I mean, you can share the photo I sent you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me. I've got to go and find it. 2 seconds. It's in the group still, isn't it? So yeah. Where are you? Back out there. I think that might be it. Okay. Just scrolling through. I don't know what they've done with Messenger, but you can't access the media on its own now.
Yeah. No anymore.
Seriously annoying.
Yeah, I can send it to you again if you want.
2 seconds. Oh no, got it. Yeah. So we are going to screen share. Oh, Tom, we lost you again, just on the visuals. So let's do this. Boom shakalaka, rude boy. it's cracking on with the token Razzle shed, and it's looking really, really, really nice, mate.
Thank you very much, man.
You've done blinding job with the barrels and the rust and the little fuel tank. What we got going inside, is that another little drum of some kind?
Yeah, got more of these fire extinguisher, and now the gas tank that I just got. I'm repainting it, and then I will put tires and stuff.
Yeah, tires are going to be. I want to try and accumulate some tires. Might just have to go onto a remote control hobby website and see if we can get some spare remote control car tires of some kind. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see if there's any 3D prints. They don't have to be rubber. They're there on as a background piece. So, yeah, this is looking great. The whole structure. You've knocked this out super quick as well, and I love how you've got a gigantic base with it as well.
Yeah, I've tried to make some sand or mud over there. It's gonna be challenging, but it's going pretty well, I have to say.
Yeah,
I know a few good things you can use for sand and mud. I'll send you.
Yes, please send me something. Yeah, because I've been watching stuff,
Well, those stuff. I mean, they actually use actual sand and mud, but they go, "Oh, I've got this from out back in the old driveway," and it's like, "Well, I don't have a driveway. I have to go into the local park and dig it up."
Mine's covered in snow at the minute, so
here's some snow-covered mud.
And that's right. In the UK, anyway, even if it wasn't snowing, any mud would just be like slop.
Yeah, absolutely. It could be wet from rain. Oh dear, yeah, but this is coming along beautifully, mate.
No, that's looking quality.
And now I just finished all the, let's call it, what was the shelves inside.
Oh yeah.
What they are. I finished it. I started painting it. I mean, just I painted it in black now, all in black. So yeah, okay, I'm satisfied.
You're a bit further on than I am.
Let's see tomorrow.
Yeah,
mine still looks like sheets of foam.
Nice. Yeah, mate, this is coming along beautifully. So you're going to go for the corrugated roof?
Yes. You know what? Yesterday I spent a lot of time doing the stripping cardboard. Because I was going for foam.
Yeah.
But because they don't have on the side, they don't have holes in between. It's just flat. I didn't like it because you're gonna see it from the roof, So I started like stripping cardboard, and
Oh yes, yeah.
So it's alright. It's a bit, ruined, but
that's coming out good, mate.
Yeah, it was a tedious job, I have to say.
Yeah. No, I know. I mean, well, it's trying to come by it. I mean, when I was doing my work, when we had before all the shutdown, and obviously the bank that I'm in, we had to get all the fruit come in because obviously each of the kitchenettes had fruit, and inside the fruit boxes from the company was the corrugated sheets from the top and the bottom. So I just nicked a couple of those, and obviously they can just
already done. It's
but these are just for basic walls. I just glued them to a back of bit of cardboard, and these can be like just shed or industry back walls, back jobs. I use them in my videos as side walls at the moment just because they're handy to contain the area that I'm working in. But they're just two of those ready for anything.
They're nice. Yeah.
They are probably
bad that you don't do what I tend to do now and work in like 1/35 scale and things like that.
Yeah, you've changed up your entire game, haven't you?
Yeah. I don't really do 1/12 anymore. So if you want to make corrugated metal in 1/35 scale, not fun.
Well, there's like a Luke Towan. He's got a little crimping little plastic thing. He puts little foil sheets, and he just with a little comb thing, and he just runs it along.
I've kind of had to do something similar where I've got a bit of plastic and then like super glue styrene rods down that you can then put tin foil over the top, and mesh it in to give you the shape.
Yeah. Bloody hell. So what are you working on currently? Because I never know. It changes every day.
Yeah, at the minute I'm working on an X-Wing.
Oh,
172.
Yeah.
Which is tiny. Like, I've never done any 172 before. And I'm trying to find something about, because it's all in the shed, obviously.
Yeah.
But the pilot figure
Yeah.
itself is probably about the size of my thumbnail.
Wow.
Wow.
And I'll
Okay.
try and paint that.
I can't find it now. Okay, so you're working on the X-Wing.
Yeah, hopefully I might have a fair bit of it done by next week, so I can show it off a little bit. But at the minute, it's about a third built. I'm trying to do the interior at the minute because that's all got to be done separately before you put the rest of it together.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've grabbed a couple of little, whenever I've poked my head into the hobby shop, and I've picked up a couple of little Star Wars craft kits. I have a little mini Millennium Falcon I wouldn't mind putting together, just throw a bit of fun, maybe try and shoot that. I have no idea how, but it'll be a little fun build. Just to mix it up a bit. I do have a couple of 112 motorcycles that I really need to get onto, but I just want to acquire the paints from first.
Yeah, that's what I want to do at some point, is one of the 112 bikes. Because I've done a few of the Legends ones, but I want to do a proper kit.
Yeah, I picked up a Harley and then one of the sports ones. So it's kind of mix and match just with background props. But
I want to get one of the little Honda monkeys, the little like moped ones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But like between three of us when I was a kid, we all like clubbed together and got a little Honda monkey. It was a piece of shit. And you could start it with a butter knife. So we could just leave it around the corner and just any one of us could just start it up.
Oh dear. Fucking hell. Yeah.
No, I'm trying new things.
Classic vehicles, mate. Classic vehicles.
Yeah. After I've got a real mix of shit out there, to be honest. I'm doing the X-Wing now. I've still got a couple of Gundams out there to do. I've got a 135 scale German truck from 1945, is there, or 1940? I've got some weird stuff out there to do, but
yeah, you're mixing it up a bit, aren't you?
Yeah, and I've still got that Tokar Razar diode to do at some point.
Yeah. No, you got time with that.
Pietro is then copy all the bits on it.
I mean, we'll have to wait until we get them in hand whenever we ever do. But yeah, speaking of Gundams, well, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you noticed this, but it's officially now, I think I can announce it, that we have begun our own Turtle Talk OnlyFans account. That's right, OnlyFans account. And every week, Pietro is going to take some shots of his hair down and nothing else. And then every other week, we're going to see one part of Tom painting a Gundam. Tasty stuff. Only £5 a shot. I'm joking, of course.
Yeah, the way my work rate, you'll be lucky to get one shot every 2 weeks.
Oh dear. I know, mate. I know. Project-wise, I have things working on outside of the things I want to get done. Obviously, I wasn't able to get the DeLorean finished, but I am back on the mean streets of this poxy bloody thing, and I'm close to having it completed and assembled again. So I just I've reassembled the wires that came undone. I ran into speed bumps, touched up on some paint areas that I thought I might as well touch up, as I've handled this so much now since I first painted it. And since I got it apart, I was able to rectify a couple of things that I hadn't thought ahead of time before when I first got it assembled. So we're nearly there. Just pretty much just a reassembly and reinstalling the lights, which takes quite a lot of the work. But yeah, I'm not going to say when the video of that will drop, because I keep saying that and I keep missing it. So I'm just going to say you'll see it when you see it. But it's coming.
You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, I'm on the home stretch.
I believe.
Thanks. Other than that, I do have, which is what I wanted to bring this into it. I do have another custom project, which I've been working on since last year, to be honest. And one of the reasons why I wanted to get the Predator 2 Scout Trooper Predator was because he came with this beautiful gun. All right, this gun is an absolute beast. And I wanted a Predator style gun of this size, purely for this other custom. So I'm pinching this gun from the Predator, and I'm going to give it to a custom, because the Predator itself, he never used it in the movie. This was just an added accessory that NECA gave. But this thing is a beast. So it's basically a Predator sniper rifle with an extended barrel, and it has feet that you can stand up. And the detail on this thing is absolutely glorious. Now, the reason why I want this gun to go to another thing is because it is obviously Predator related, but it's also Mandalorian related too. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say on that. And
juicy.
Yeah, that will be coming up soon. Hopefully I can get that done in the next couple of weeks' time. And there'll be more custom cave stuff in the works. And of course, yes, going to be doing the live customizing stream of the Deathstroke repaint. And yeah, also, which Tom brought up, we were discussing. Let me go into the chat quick, see if there's anything going in there. Maverick 5 UK, Chuck Boy, that looks amazing, really clean work. Are you working on this alongside the cartoon dios? And of course, you have replied, yeah, so you've got cartoon dios in the works as well. And I'm seeing some really, really awesome stuff with it. But yeah, so we also, what Tom brought up, which you guys can help us with, is trying to add some more Turtle Talk content to the channel without flooding the content that's already on. But maybe, you know, adding some like shorter, not live recorded or anything, but, you know, just some voiceover work with some news, breaking down some stuff that's coming, just anything Turtles related, you know, that we can get the jump on. And we'll do some, you know, good visuals and, you know, anything that we're working on project wise, stuff like that. And we'll, you know, basically we're going to try and have pizza slice episodes, just little ones, to try and, you know, just broaden the horizons a bit, because we really want to kick Turtle Talk into another gear. And I've got some guests planned that I want to bring on. So yeah, I really want to take it up a notch. I think we all do. And we're happy where it's going. But yeah, let us know if there's any ideas that you would like to see content-wise within Turtle Talk that we could consider a pizza slice episode. But yeah, so we had the conversation the other day, didn't we, Tom?
Yep.
Yeah. So just spitballing ideas.
Need to see what people want to see.
Yeah. So let us know. Outside of, obviously, I will not stop the custom caves or toy photography bits and pieces here and there that you're used to seeing. Obviously, we will continue live shows as always, whether, you know, depending if we can get these on. We won't be every single weekend. I'm going to try and do every single weekend, but you'll see a break here and there. I'll have other guests on. Guests you've seen before will come back on, and you know, we'll keep that party going because I love it. It's great, good fun. We'll be doing the watch-alongs as well. And of course, you all have spoken. And next week will be Turtles Part 3, Turtles in Time watch along, which Tom is so excited for. He can't wait. Look at that face. You know, I haven't seen a man that excited since you know, a YouTuber is now starting to date Gina Carano, and he's so excited about it. And that's a look at the man right there. You can't wait to see Turtles 3.
I'll probably watch it again and fucking love it.
So yes, we're going to be doing that. So if you want to join in on that, of course, you'll need your own copy to line it up and watch along with us. But we're going to have fun dismantling that movie in all the right ways. So that'll be coming next week. And in the week after that, providing his schedule hasn't changed, we're going to be bringing on John Arrowsmith. Yes, the man who is the fastest customizer on the planet. He'll be joining. He's agreed to come on. So hopefully we can get him on for the week after. But we'll keep you updated on that. So yeah, let us know.
I want to know how he manages to knock out customs before the show's even finished. Like Mando comes on at 9 o'clock, and by like 25 past, he's like, "Oh, look at my new Boba Fett." So, they haven't even shown him yet. How did you do that?
I know, right? The moment it's revealed, and we're all like, and next post, John Arrowsmith, look at my custom. Jesus, yeah, the man works fast. I want to know what he does. But we'll have John Arrowsmith on. And but yeah, let us know who else you'd like to try and you know, we can reach out to, if there's anyone you know that you think might be good to talk to. And yeah, well, if we're going to start doing small pizza slice nuggets of news and breakdowns, or you know, little videos on different projects that we're working on within the realm of Turtle Talk, then let us know what kind of things you want to see that you think might work or you would enjoy.
And so if you just want to like do a little in-depth thing on one figure, or talk about an episode of the cartoons.
Yeah. Absolutely, anything like that. And it will also coincide with the fact that we do actually have now a Facebook page dedicated for this show. So we can post updates, anything cool that we find in the realm of Turtles, we can show up there. And, you know, like what I do in the community tabs about, hey, look at this is kind of fun. Or hey, you can guarantee we'll be talking about this next week and stuff like that. And we'll be doing polls over there, you know, just to keep the community alive outside of the live shows as well. So if you're on Facebook, find us on Total Talk, at Total Talk. There isn't a link in the description because I'm stupid and forgot to put one in, but you can find it on Facebook if you're on that platform. And if not, then, you know, you've got all of us, and we'll be posting updates on our Instagrams and shit like that anyway. So, but yeah, so that's kind of sort of it that we have planned chatting wise. So yeah, now we're on to the vamping stage where we just, you know, shoot the shit if you want to carry on with us. So yeah, so what's, can you remember exactly, Pietro, I'm always having trouble because you've ordered everything. What is it you're still waiting for from NECA?
I'm waiting for the Triceratons and Roadkill Rodney back. Yeah.
Roadkill Rodney, Triceratons.
Yeah.
Obviously with our, because you've got another set of Token Razars on the way.
Yeah, another set of Token Rider, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I'm waiting for them, yeah.
Fair play, because I know there's a lot of people still after Super Shredders and stuff like that. And what cracks me up is obviously there were not literally a couple of weeks ago, people were going mental on the Facebook group saying, "Where is my Token Razor? Well, why haven't you even had my Super Shredder yet?" And then this week alone, people will start saying, "Hey, I got my Token Razor, got my Token Razor, got my Token Razor," and no one has said a word. It's been dead quiet. We're like, yeah, see, they are coming. They're coming in waves. So yeah.
People start getting Super Shred and Casey Jones as well.
Yeah.
In USA, but
yeah, I mean, no one can, you know, they've got the ability to get them in store, but they're not showing up in stores. You know, we get that. It's the same old stuff we've covered before, but
yeah,
it's just interesting to see the climate of the group sort of just shift a little bit as soon as product starts dropping, which is quite interesting. We saw that Doc Brown has gone up in Walmart today. So hopefully we should see our pre-orders for that soon, because as fizzled our excitement has been over the figures, I still looking forward to getting Doc Brown for sure. He looks the best out of the one so far.
Yeah, I'm having to limit it to Back to the Future 1.
Is that what you just decided to do? Back to the Future 1 only, yeah?
Yeah, I've still got the Marty from 2. I don't know. I haven't even opened it. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not, but
he's cool as shit. Yeah, I'd say it's the coolest one out of the lot because he's got the hoverboard.
Yeah, I like the hoverboard. Like, I'm gonna keep him boxed, and when they finally do Griff, I might pick him up and have those two together.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But for now, I just want to try and keep it Back to the Future 1 because there's so much stuff coming from everywhere.
Yeah,
and I had the head repainted by Jack Mitchell. You had your head sculpt by that. Elevated the figure like massively. That, and I put a matte coat over everything bar the life jacket.
Yeah.
And I love that thing now. That's a great figure. Apart from when I broke it.
Oh, don't worry. Mine fell over and the little microphone on the camcorder is broken and now I can't find it. I had it, I'm going to glue it on, but now it's disappeared. So, I mean, I've got it posed where he's holding it backwards so you can't see it anyway, but it's just one of those things.
I made the mistake of flopping the hand, like criminal offence.
Snap.
Just snap the peg clean inside.
Damn. You should send it to the toy canic.
Fuck that, I just drilled it out. In fairness, I wanted the camcorder holding hand on it anyway.
Yeah.
So I just drilled it out, got the peg out and put that in. Now he's not getting touched again. He's just on the shelf in the pose that I want and it's never being touched.
It's the way to do it, unfortunately. You know, not all NECA product comes out as solid as we hope.
No, but it's a really nice piece.
Yeah.
And hopefully stood up next to Doc.
Yeah, you get an 85 Doc in a hazmat suit.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
For now, I'm happy with the one they're bringing out. I think that's the classic Doc look.
Yeah, I see. That's a good question, actually. So if you're going to stick with number 1 as a movie, will you be branching out into the 85 and 55?
That's where it's going to have to be a pick and, like, if they bring out Marty in disguise, I'll pick that up because that was a really cool look.
But you're not interested in Tales from Space hazmat suit?
No, I'm not picking that one up. And to be honest, once I do Doc, I'll have Doc, Biff, and Marty.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I'm going to get the Marty that's coming up next, the
concert one,
big edition one, because it's exactly the same figure.
Yeah.
But I'm also a whore for buying any figure with a guitar. As you know, I bought that bloody Buffy figure because that came with a guitar and amp.
Yeah.
I think I threw the figure in the bin if I remember rightly, but I just wanted it for that guitar and amp.
Yeah, I wanted to buy 2. Is it scale well?
Yeah. Well, it does with the 6-inch stuff. I don't know what it'd be like for that. But I might end up picking that Marty up because it's got the guitar with it.
Yeah.
And if they do an Under the Sea dance one with the red ES355,
where he's in the grey suit, I can see them doing that.
That one is classic.
That I might hold out and not buy the next one, hoping that they do that because that's one of my favourite guitars anyway.
Yeah.
So if they release that, I'll be like, fuck.
Yeah. They are, they will. I mean, the one unlikely one they might do, I don't know if they will be 85 Biff at the beginning of the movie, where he's, you loaned me a car, you didn't tell me I had a blind spot. That one. Doing the George from 1950. Actually, no, sorry, we scratched that. They're not doing Georges of any kind, not Crispin Glover. But yeah,
I actually said they're not going to.
On Twitter they did. Yeah. No chance. I think we'll get a jumpsuit at the end of the movie, where he's all shy and sheepish, where he's wearing the tracksuit. I think the green because it was in part 3 that he went to red.
Yeah. When
he's waxing his truck, and then of course 85 Doc in the hazmat suit, and then I think 85. I think part 1 then will be done. I think you'd have every version of Marty. You might get a 55 Marty dressed in 55 clothes. You'll get an Enchantment Under the Sea dance Marty.
I think we might get a Lorraine. It wouldn't surprise me.
I think we'll get a Biff in the red plaid shirt, actually, because I actually dressed as Biff from 1955. I can grab it. This is one of the things I cherish quite a bit because I had it framed. It was one of my Food and Planet days, so you'll see him in there. I had the cast of Shaun of the Dead. Did a signing at my store. They came back quite a lot doing stuff because obviously they worked on quite a lot of projects. But I had Simon Pad, pretty much all of them, and I had the DVD cover signed there. So Sweet Gentle Ben and all their signatures is underneath there. I had the director of Blade 2 come in, do a signing. He signed the DVD cover. But here, as you can see, me and my friends went to the Back to the Future Secret Cinema when they did that a few years ago in London, and which was awesome, absolutely awesome, because they built the whole bloody town centre with the town hall as a stage. They had live music band come out and you got to watch the film, got to roam around. They had people acting as the cast as you went around the town and experienced it, and we all dressed. So I dressed like Biff. So if they did a version where he has, I look fat there, in the plaid t-shirt that he wears in high school, the plaid shirt, I can see him doing that. But yeah, so that was really, really cool experience. So I can see him doing that as a Biff figure.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
They're going to do every single one, aren't they?
Oh, they're going to. But I think they need to because the line it's dying before it's even got started.
It has. It's tripped over its own feet.
I think they need to up the paint apps on the faces.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, the face, the paint app, the skin tone on the face doesn't even match the neck. It just looks like he's wearing makeup. Okay, I know you can't see from up here, but just if I move my head, there they are. Especially on the 2015 one. But yeah, they need to.
Marty, they've given I think the nose is just upturned ever so slightly too much, which kind of gives it a weird piggy look.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that's true.
I think Biff's probably the best one out of the lot, face-wise.
This lot, for sure. He's just the most. Okay, this is just Biff. He's got some cool accessories, but that's kind of about it. So I think Doc will be
Biff or Part 2. They're still in the boxes. Like that's how much the line's kind of not grabbing me yet.
Yeah, it's a shame it hasn't took off out the gate like we hoped it would. But there's still hope. Hopefully, we get some
hopefully when they get to doing the cowboy ones, we might, you know, jazz up the excitement a bit more. But yeah, so I mean, I don't have to send every head sculpt for the line to Jack Mitchell, you know.
No.
So, but yeah.
Not
So,
at all, 'cause it's going to cost you basically the same as a figure just to get the head repainted to be the figure that you want.
Yeah.
So I was happy to do it for Marty because I want a really good looking Marty. And now I am, but I can't be doing that for everything.
No, it's you know, don't mind jazzing up or getting someone else to jazz up, you know, the odd piece here and there, but for every single one, it needs to, you know, they need to sort it out.
Yeah. But I mean, that's not my most hyped NECA line for 2021 anyway.
No, and what is I'm actually getting to right now.
See, it's almost like we fucking planned this stuff.
So if I divert your attention, gentlemen, to this here, FWOOSH, right? We have in-hand box.
There we are.
Shots of Defenders of the Earth. Defenders. The three that are coming out, which is obviously the Phantom, Billy Zane, even though it doesn't look like Billy Zane. I used to love that movie as a kid. I had no idea where the Phantom was from until the cartoon. We have Flash. No, I'm joking. And then Ming, Death to Ming. We have him.
Oh, look at that. Ming looks fantastic. And even like NECA really go all out with these sort of things, even to the point where they changed their logo up to like that looks like the Galoob logo from the old boxes.
Just about to mention the logo because I just noticed it. What do we have here?
And even like the width, and then you know they got the bits. That's exactly what they had on the original packaging.
Yeah, serpent staff, laser blaster, and blast effects and sword. Yeah, the box art looks fantastic as well.
Yeah, the box art is really, really good. Like the whole, I'm really going to be struggling to open them. Like they look that good. And I don't keep boxes for a lot of stuff, but I'll keep the boxes. I've got the boxes for all the cartoon turtles.
Yeah. And
I would definitely be keeping the boxes for these.
Yes, yeah, same. I've got the boxes for cartoon turtles. I'm keeping hold of. I've got them in the loft. And these are just too nice, man. They're collector friendly, mint in box, collector friendly, and I can imagine. I mean, would you be tempted to buy 2 of each just to have some out?
Probably not for the price. I mean, they're creeping up, and they're only going to get higher. I think now with the new Brexit tax laws and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's only going to get like I think you're going to end up. I mean, I've got these pre-ordered, and I think it's going to be about 88 quid for the 3 of them.
25. Yeah.
And I think by the time the next ones come out, we're going to be looking at more like £35 each.
Yeah.
Which, when you want to start doubling up just to keep box ones, it's kind of pushing it.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I agree.
But I don't mind when it's collector-friendly packaging like this. I don't care because I can mix and match. Like I can take them out sometimes. I can put them back in.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm buying the stuff to fucking stockpile it to sell on in 10 years.
No, exactly. Like all you've got to do is just nick that little bit of tape. And I always hate it when you do that first flap and then all of a sudden when you undo that first flap, then it crinks in that flap. I try and get it so that middle flap doesn't crink in the middle. And then you can just slide it in and out, but you can have it in and out of the package, whatever you want.
These would definitely be ones. There's very few figures that I want to keep in packaging. I always regret not grabbing I don't remember the Master of the Universe. They've done like Japanese box versions. I don't know if you ever saw them. I remember seeing them in Forbidden Planet, and I was like, oh, I might pick them up because I love Japanese stuff anyway, like all the like the anime and the Gundams and all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
And they've just the old school He-Man figures like that we had as kids, but just in like Japanese style window boxes.
Yeah.
And I really wish I bought them and I didn't. And now you can't get them for fucking love nor money. And I regret that.
We're going to have those ones that get away stories, aren't we?
Oh, boy. You wouldn't be a collector if you didn't, would you?
For sure. Absolutely.
But these, I cannot these are probably some of my most hyped pre-orders that I've got. In fact, they might be my most hyped pre-orders at the minute.
When are these dropping again for us? Anyway,
we don't know. NECA put up pre-order on the proviso that they didn't sell them to anyone abroad, so these could only be sold to people in Europe when the pre-orders went up, and they didn't give a release date. And in fact, when they went up, we didn't even have images. We were still going off what we'd seen at Toy Fair.
Yeah.
Because I think it was November time, October, November. Again, Nick from Toys R Us messaged me saying these are going up. Do you want a set? We've got no release date. We've got no pictures. But do you want them? I was like, fuck yeah. But it's the same with it's a weird thing that they're doing. It's the same with the Batarang, the 89 Keaton Batarang.
Yeah.
That's up for pre-order with no pictures, no release date, no nothing. So, I mean, I've got one of those pre-ordered as well, but because that looks like a great prop for 19 quid.
Oh, it's no-brainer. No-brainer. I've got one pre-ordered too, just for the price alone.
Yeah. I can't wait. I want to get that, and I want to try and hopefully get, if they do the line launcher gauntlet thing that he wore in the first one that they showed.
Yeah.
I'd like that. And I want that Superman Kryptonite box that they showed.
Yeah, that looks nice.
So I want to display that with the Mezco Reeves Superman if we actually manage to get hold of it.
That and Keaton Batman, hopefully this year.
I'm hoping, but at the minute, Mezco aren't shipping to the UK.
I think I saw somewhere they are now.
And they sorted it.
I think so, yeah. I kept seeing that everywhere, and I know we spoke about it. And then I think I saw a post saying, no, they are now. But
I hope so. I left all the Mezco groups because they were
that was just one person saying that. They could be talking absolute trash. I don't know. So it's something that he's looking into for sure. So yeah, I mean, trust you want the impatience and NECA collectors for Token Raza. You try being a Mezco and a Mafex collector, then you learn to post.
Hey, Peter, I've pre-ordered this 3 months ago and I still haven't got it.
Try a year and a half.
Yeah.
And it's still getting pushed back.
18 months I waited for Miles Morales, nearly. Bloody, when did we order the Batman?
Wasn't even 2019, was it?
Towards the end of 2018, I think.
Yeah.
Possibly the start of 2019 at a push.
Yeah. So we're 2 years already.
So, you know.
Yeah. My Infinity War Thor was 15 months, if that. I think more than that, probably. You know, and it's just how long we're going to wait for the rest of the Hush line, how long we're going to wait for the rest of the Dark Knight line.
Exactly. I mean, push the Mando back to May.
Yeah, I've got him pre-ordered.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't have it pre-ordered, and then they pushed it back to May, and I was like, oh, I could probably afford it in May. Have it.
I know. Trying to get hold of a Black Series one is impossible. The one that came with the child and the cradle in Smiths is all sold out. I'm waiting for them to actually drop some stock in. Trying to find the one without the child on eBay. You can't get one for less than 45 quid. It's just gone berserk. So I mean, I'm
not a fan of the Black Series in general, to be honest. I think they look good.
Yeah.
Everyone I've owned, I haven't enjoyed owning it.
No, I mean, I picked up regular one because I was going to do a custom of, you know, the male Mando that was in Bo-Katan's crew that just disappeared in the final to give the lady a shining moment, even though it felt more natural than fucking Avengers Endgame. I wanted to do I knew they were going to probably do a figure of him anyway, but I wanted to try and, because he had Mando style armor with a Boba Fett style helmet, but in blue. So I wanted to try and use this on that, but this will be just my Mando for now until I get a Beskar one. And I was tempted to order another Bo-Katan so I could do the other what's her name, the other female Mando.
I can't remember her name, but I know the one.
The one that's
the one that Boba Fett's ass in that bar.
That's the one who looks a bit cross-eyed. So I know we're going to be getting her. So it's one of those things where I just wouldn't mind doing a custom versus official, but it depends if I can be asked. I just enjoy collecting them at the moment.
I think I'm going to pick up the new Boba Fett they've got coming out, the deluxe Boba Fett.
Yeah, I've got that pre-ordered. Yeah, I've got that one. I've got
the SHF one,
yeah,
which is all right, but I broke it anyway because I forgot he had the rocket pack on, and it's an SHF, so it's fragile as fuck. And I was just trying to see how far I could tilt the head back.
Oh.
And it turns out once you snap the rocket bit off, you can tilt it really far back. So he might just be my like beta Boba Fett, and then the Black Series one looks really good, the new one.
Yeah.
So,
I've got them. I managed to pick up because of the Comics and Cocktails had a sale on yesterday, and I managed to pick up a carbonized Boba Fett for 16 quid shipped. So I had to dive on that, which is just like the more metallic look.
And I might have to pick up I really want the Old Man Hawkeye.
Yeah, they've got a load of Marvel Legends on there. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think he's on there for like 32 quid for that 2-pack with Logan. And so I don't want the Logan, but all I want is those 2 heads from the Hawkeye.
Yeah.
But I've got a custom in mind that I need randomly the head that no one wants, the one with the glasses and the ponytail.
Yeah.
I really need that head. And I need a shiny. So they're 2 figures that I need to pick up.
Nice one. No, for sure. And ducking back to Boba, when they release Mando Boba, that's a no-brainer. Yeah. That's getting bought straight away. Scott Customs, get your work ready, boy. I want some soft goods in my tunic. But yeah, so looking forward to those whenever they drop. But yeah, that's kind of it for me at the moment. How about you guys?
I'm sorry, I'm still looking at Flash Gordon. I'm like, oh.
Well, how about I let you look at the Phantom? It looks bloody good still. All of them do. With Zuffy.
He's just got a Zuffy. I love the fact he's got Zuffy with him. That probably means we're not going to get a Kashin, but you know, it's.
This is NECA. Don't rule them out. They might do.
I'm hoping this line sells well because I'm worried that if this doesn't sell well, we're not going to get Lothar and Mandrake. And this is one theme that I want to complete.
Yeah, that's probably only why they're just releasing these 3 to see if we're going to pick up the other 2.
Yeah, and in fairness, I'm quite surprised they released the big 3 straight away.
Yeah.
I thought they might have saved Phantom and maybe released Flash, Ming, and like Lothar maybe, or Mandrake. But whether they're releasing these big 3 so that these sell really well, which will justify making the other 2 more.
Yeah.
But we could have like the Ice Soldiers, and I can't remember the general's name now. It's been so long since I saw that show, but there's the kids that they could do if they wanted, like Flash Gordon's, was it Rick and Jenna, I think was the Phantom's daughter. I can't remember now.
Yeah, pulling on memory strings that are buried way back here.
Yeah, I've drank way too much since those days to be able to remember them clearly, but
a lot of alcohol's replaced those brain cells.
Yeah. But God, they're good looking figures. I cannot wait.
All right.
Pietro's bored as fuck because he collects turtles, but we haven't talked about.
Don't worry.
I know. Well, I know you got gifted with the love of Back to the Future, didn't you? So you kind of half dipped out of the turtle pool.
Yeah.
We need to bully him into getting other stuff like we bullied you into getting the cartoon line.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Chopping board, mate. You're next on the chopping board. Let's quickly have a look at the chat, see what's going on, as the kids say. Okay, Maverick 5UK. I'm currently working on a non-Turtles project just for shits and giggles, but I am also sourcing parts for a certain Samurai Rabbit custom.
I was chatting about him a couple of weeks ago with our Maverick. I think that would be great.
Yeah. Can't wait, man. Can't wait. And got some good ideas for it. Yes, mate, for sure. Tailoring wise, I can imagine. Maverick 5UK, so it's 3 watch party. Yeah, let's hope my £1.98 eBay purchase wasn't wasted. Hopefully the disc works. Have you checked it yet?
It was wasted. Spoiler, it was wasted.
Julian's stop motions. I have a question. Okay, Julian, drop your question in the chat, mate, and you'll get round to answering it, buddy. Yep, here we go. Say peanuts without the T.
I'm not falling for that one.
Nice try, you peanuts. Nice, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, I'm happy to call it there, gents, if you are.
Yep.
I do actually want to chat to you off stream in a bit, so we'll keep this going, but we'll say goodbye to the lovely people in the chat. I appreciate you. Thank you all for stopping by. Maverick and Adam, I appreciate you, man. Thanks a lot. And yep, and Julian as well. Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. It really means a lot. And those who are watching and those who are watching at home after this is recorded, hope you're well. Hope you all had a good 2021 start off and good Christmas and that. And yeah, we'll be back next week with Turtles Part 3 watch along. Gear up for that because we're going to shred it to pieces and watch Tom cry all the way through.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, so we will see you then. Be sure to follow all of our socials. I won't get them to repeat them. All the links for that such is in the description. And yeah, check out our new page on Facebook as well.
Yeah, Facebook and tell us what you want to see for pizza slices.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll see what we can do.
Suggest some content for pizza slices, and yeah, we'll make some magic happen and get some more content out there for you. And trust me, project videos are coming. So yeah, look out for those. And updates on all of our projects with the group as well. Turtle Boy, probably you can add some whip pictures of your shed diorama on there too, and
preferably with measurements and things like that, because it'll make it easier for me to copy that.
Step-by-step process. So yeah, and I want to try and see if I can fashion something that will fit in the DTOF similar. But yeah, so enjoy, guys. Thanks very much for hanging out, and we'll see you in the next one. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.